Okay, good morning, everybody. Tommy with Redneck Pampered Chef. So, I just got the new Pampered Chef coffee maker, and this is going to be an amazing machine. But I'm seeing lots of videos on how to make coffee, and it's cool. It's got a little compartment here. I call it the garage. You have different sized cups that can go in there, which is really cool. So first of all, I am going to tell you what this is. Everybody's unboxing this, not having an idea what this little thing does. But this is pretty ingenious because I have had many Keurig coffee machines, and if they had this, it would have saved lots of machines getting dumped into the trash. So I'm going to come back to this in a couple minutes. But first of all, the warning things on the machine itself. So basically, they don't want you picking it up by this handle because this will break and it'll ruin your home machine. So don't pick that up by there. So if you want to move your machine, pick it up by the bottom. Second of all, the water reservoir, don't pick it up by here. The water you can, but that's not something to pick the whole machine up with. So you're picking this up. So the biggest thing for any of these coffee machines, first of all, don't use distilled water in it. Second of all, hard water causes calcium. Hard water can get caught up in your machine. So if you live in the country, have hard water. If you have a water softener, great. Go ahead and use your water. Otherwise, if you have hard water, calcium can build up in it and ruin your machine. So I would suggest getting bottled water to make your coffee. One of the most important things to start off with a new coffee machine is to prime the pump. And in most case scenarios, to prime the pump, you fill this up with water and you just put it on and off to prime this little pump down here. However, this little syringe right here, you fill it up with water. It is actually a syringe. You fill it up with water and you can pop this down right into that hole and push it down, and you can actually prime your pump. Now what that does is when you go to make your first cup of coffee, there's not going to be any water in the system. I know they test these with water, but it evaporates with shipping and it won't be in there anymore. So once you make your first cup of coffee, you put your water in, pop it in there, and you pop this down, you pick your coffee setting on there, and nothing will come out. Just some steam will come out, and that's because there's no water in the whole system to make it come out. So you have to prime this pump here to get that water flowing in there, so as soon as you push the button, it comes out. So you can prime it by simply putting the reservoir on and off about 20 times, or you can actually use a syringe to prime the pump. Now, that's not what this is for exactly. This is for troubleshooting. So say you use this for a while and some lights come on and you put the water in, put your coffee in. So what this is for is there's dried up water in your system, or gunk got in there or whatnot. So if that happened and you put your water in and if you hear it bubbling up into it, but no coffee comes out, that means something's stuck in your machine. So what you're going to do is you're going to put water in this, pop it into the hole, cover the top, and push down the syringe, and it's going to pop whatever's in the machine out of the machine. So the syringe, put somewhere safe because it's important. All right, so some other things about this machine is it's got a brain in there. It's got a computer in there. So a lot of them, there'll be an air hole, and in this one, it's right here. You see that little dip right here? So that's an air hole in there, and sometimes some kind of gunk gets stuck in there, and you might have to blow that out or take a paper clip and just pop the paper clip in there. Some other things you need to do before using this is the bottom of these cups, sometimes the plastic is built up in there. So just look at the bottom of the cup, and this is a 4-prong, so you have to make sure that all of those little openings can set through coffee. So sometimes they'll be closed up, and you want to make sure that your flow is really good. So we just check all of them before you start making your coffee. Make sure that the holes are open. So you see that something white behind there, so you can actually see that those holes are opened up. So do that with every one of your cups. Make sure that the holes are empty so you can actually see through it. So this one is not. So see how you can't see through there? It's because the holes are covered. So I gotta actually get a paper clip out and pop those holes open. So anyway, so that's just some easy things to do to make sure that your coffee pot starts out correctly, and you get perfect coffee every time. So the syringe is for troubleshooting, popping that open. But before you even start making coffee, go ahead and prime that pump down there so water's already in it. And really, that's it.